Hello and welcome to Yoga 413. I'm Tauni, and for today's Yoga Sculpt class, you're going to need a mat and a set of 3 or 5 pound weights. So go ahead and get those things. And if you love this video, don't forget to hit that like button and be sure and subscribe. Let's get started. All right, so we're standing at the top of your mat. You want to be sure your weights are close by. Let's just come into a mountain pose, and then inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Nice and slow, softening those knees as needed. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flatten the back, half lift. Exhale and fold. We're going to step our left foot back all the way. Front knee over ankle, drop that knee to the mat, and then just stay right here on your fingertips, relaxing into your hips, those hip flexors. Good, and then we're going to just do a gentle twist, taking the right arm up. And that hand down, coming into our half split. So just straighten that forward leg, toes pull back. Just starting to awaken those hamstrings up. Good, let's bring it back forward and then reach those arms up over the head. Take that breath in, exhale, sink into those hips. Let's take the hands down to the mat, lift that back knee up, and then step forward. Lengthen the spine to your half lift and fold. Let's reach those arms up, press through the feet, nice strong back to come up, hands to the heart. Let's do that much again on the other side. So reach up, exhale and fold. Lengthen that spine, half lift, and fold. This time, stepping that right foot back, knee over ankle, drop that knee. Just relax. You can just be on your fingertips here. And now into our gentle twist, taking that left arm up. Bring that hand down, straighten that forward leg, your half split. Let's bring it back forward, reach those arms up over the head. Relax. Let's take the hands down, lift that back knee, step the feet forward, and inhale, reach those arms up. Hands to heart. So we're going to flow through a sun salutation to continue our warm-up. Reach those arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhaling to your half lift. And fold. Stepping the feet back to plank pose. We're going to hold plank. Just spread those fingers wide. Press back through the heels. You want to be sure your back is nice and straight. Always remember you can drop those knees to the mat for support. Let's shift forward on the toes, lower for your chaturanga, and then all the way to the mat. Let's come into cobra with elbows bent. Tuck the toes, press those hips up and back, downward facing dog. It's our first one, so I always like to pedal out my feet. So just alternate bending those knees. And then just come into your down dog. Let's look forward and step the feet to the hands. Half lift and fold. Reach up all the way to stand. Hands to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to that half lift and fold. Stepping back to plank pose. Shifting forward for chaturanga. Flipping the feet over, straighten your arms for up dog. Remember, cobra is your option. Exhale back to downward facing dog. One more time through, looking forward, feet forward to your hands, half lift, and fold. Inhale, reach up. hands to the heart. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold. Half lift, open up your chest and fold. Stepping back to plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Be sure your shoulders don't drop below the elbows. Pressing into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Begin to look forward, step the feet. Lengthen the spine and fold. This time, reach those arms up, sit the hips back for chair pose. Just another breath here, just starting to really warm into these legs, and hands to the heart center. Let's sit back into chair. Exhale and fold. Lengthen the spine. And plant those hands. You're going to step or float back all the way, lower to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward. So now let's sweep our right foot up. Draw that knee to the chest and then step that foot forward, coming into our lunge. As you exhale, take it down, step back for plank, lower for chaturanga, upward facing dog, exhale downward. Lift that left leg up. Exhale, knee through chest. Really squeeze those belly muscles. Reach the arms up for lunge. And then as you exhale, take the hands down, step back. We flow again through our half series. And you could always just go to down dog if you'd like. Let's take a few breaths here in down dog. Let's step our feet forward, lengthen that spine, and fold. Inhale, reach those arms up, hands to the heart. Sit back into chair pose, forward fold. Lengthen that spine, and fold. Stepping back to plank, shift forward, chaturanga, low push-up. Upward facing dog and downward. So we're going to start to add some weights here. So pick that right foot up for one leg dog. Step that foot forward. Grab those weights and come all the way up. Press those weights up over your head. And just hold here. Just notice the difference. And then with the weights, bring them down close to the body. Step back. Vinyasa. So you're going to flow again through chaturanga, through up dog, downward. Really going to sculpt the upper body today. Let's lift that left leg up. Step forward. Again, carefully picking up the weights. Back is straight. Come all the way up. Press those arms up over the head. Bring it down. Step back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Settle in with your breath. Hopefully starting to feel a little bit warmer, a little bit looser. Let's bring the feet back forward. Deeply bend those knees because I want you to pick up the weight safely. Go ahead and stand it all the way up. We're going to balance. So we're going to balance on the right foot. You're going to cross left ankle over that knee and sink into one leg chair. Now with the arms, bend those arms at 90 degrees. Start to give me lateral raises. So you go at your own pace. And if you start to struggle with your balance, I want you to just calm down, take a breath. You could always just go in chair with both feet on the ground. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we're moving and we've chosen to do something to improve our health today. Keep going with those lateral raises. So you might be going faster than me or slower, just full range of motion. Take your time. You've got about 4 more. Good. Good. Bring those weights to the chest. Bring that knee to the chest. Now you're just going to take the hands down. We're going to a standing split, and we're going to use these weights as a prop today. So just helps us keep our back straight. So now you're just going to lower the leg and lift. Lower and lift. Again, your pace. Just really squeeze the glute of that lifting leg. Good. Keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. Let's do about 4 more. Good. So now I want you to bend that forward knee, step it all the way back, come into your lunge. Your arms are going to stay right here at your sides. Palms face in. Start to give me hammer curls for those biceps. So we're really working endurance, especially on this front leg right now. So if you need a break, you can straighten it and then go right back. Good. Keep going. Good. We're about halfway there. Just keep those arms going. Slow and controlled. You never want to be swinging those weights. Good. 2 and 1. Bring those weights to the chest, open to the sides. We're going to go into Warrior 2. Take a breath, straighten that leg. Re-bend it for Warrior 2, shoulders over hips. Press those arms straight up, elbows are in. Start to give me a tricep press. Work in the back of those arms. Weights are pressed together. You want to be sure your elbows are in by the head and not out wide. Keep them in. Good. Good. Let's do 2 more. 2 and 1. Bring those weights to the chest. Straighten that forward leg. We're going to set up for triangle pose. And I'm going to have you take the front arm just to the leg, and the other one's going to be at the hip for just a little bit. So you're going to come into triangle pose, so line over that front leg. Now go ahead and come up. Try that again. So just lengthen, really working these obliques. Squeeze to come up. Good. So I'm going to give you lots of options. So you can stay here, or you could extend the top arm straight up. And then the last one is you're going to come up, give me a front raise, and down. Good. So just do what works for you. Always slow and controlled movement. I tell my class all the time, it's not about quantity, it is about quality. So we want controlled movement. Think about it. Keep going. Good. Got so much working all at the same time. So really effective way to work out and tone and strengthen your whole body. Let's do 1 more. And break. Bring the weights to the chest. You're going to pivot to the front and set up for pyramid pose. So you're going to try to level your hips. Bring those weights by your side. Come down, take that stretch in pyramid. And then lift up halfway and start to give me rows. Good. You want to be sure your shoulders are pulled back. And even when you straighten your arms, you don't round that upper spine. Keep those upper back muscles engaged. Like you're trying to squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades. Good. Keep it going. Really squeeze. I promise I am counting. Keep going. Keep going. Just a real micro bend in that forward knee. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bend down, just place the weights. You're gonna step back to plank pose. Let's do a little bit of work here for our core before we do the other side. So I just want you to take your right hand up, pivot to your side plank. You can either stack the feet or keep them separated. I'm actually gonna keep mine separated. Come back to plank pose. Pivot to the edges of the feet again. Come back to plank. Now your option is to continue or to pick up the weight, press it up, find your pose, bring it down close to the body, and try it again on the other side. So just pull it up, press, hold, carefully bring it down. Continue. So again, you might have your knees down on the mat here and are rotating here. That's perfect. Keep moving. We're gonna do one more time on each side. Last one. Good. Drop the knees, sit back for a child's pose, lengthen everything out. Now we're gonna come back forward, and I want you to take your hands to the edges of your mat. We're gonna be doing a set of push-ups. So again, knees can be up or down. Come into that plank, so you want a nice straight line. I have your hands separated wide. Try to bend your elbows to about 90 degrees as you lower the chest and press up. Slowly lower and press up. So quality over quantity. And press. If that back starts to sag and look like a hammock, you need to drop your knees to the mat. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 1 more. Good. Drop the knees, take a child's pose. Let's bring it back forward, downward facing dog. Just hold a few breaths in down dog. Just take a moment here to check in. So from down dog, go ahead and step your feet forward. Be mindful of your weights. Deeply bend those knees, safely pick them up. Let's do it all on the other side. So this time we're gonna balance on the left. Pick up that right foot, flex it, cross it over, sink down into standing pigeon. Bend those elbows at 90 degrees and start to lift. Sometimes one side is easier to balance on than the other. It's all right, just do your best. And try to keep those negative thoughts at bay. I've heard people all the time, I just can't balance. Well, if you tell yourself that, guess what? You'll never balance. So every time, just know you're getting stronger and better. Good. Keep those arms going. Again, you're determining your pace. You don't have to be with me. Almost there. Good. Pull the weights to the chest, the knee to the chest. We're going to go into that standing split, but we're going to use our weights as props. So straighten your legs, just maybe a micro bend in that standing leg. You can point or flex, drop the leg, and extend. Keep breathing. You're doing a great job. Just stick with it. Good, keep going. That standing leg might be starting to talk to you a little bit. It's all right. Challenge equals change. You challenge your body, it will change. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Start to reach that back foot all the way down to the back of your mat. Front knee over ankle, stand it up. We're going to turn our palms up this time for our bicep curls. Good. Good, and remember, if that standing leg needs a break, you just bend it or straighten it and come right back to where we started. Just keep those arms going. You're about halfway there. Just keep those biceps going. Good, let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. Bring the weights to the chest, pivot to the side, set up for warrior 2 legs. Press those arms up, palms in. Start with those tricep presses, strengthening and toning the back of the arms. Stay bent into that front knee, guys. You're doing a great job. Keep moving. Last 4. Good. Bring the weights down. Straighten that forward leg. And again, we're going to start one leg, just slide down. The other one's going to be on the hip. Just lean it over. Careful you don't fall forward and back. And come up. So we start these nice and slow. And come up. Now your option is to extend that top arm, press it all the way up, good, and press. And then the other option is you're gonna come up and give me a front raise over that forward leg. So it's down, lift up, down, lift up, good. Keep that top arm pressing straight if it's there. You can always take it to your hip. Nice, strong through those obliques. Good. Couple more. Last time. Carefully bring everything down, pivot, set up for pyramid pose. Lean it all the way over. You can just take a moment here to stretch, then lift it halfway back up. You're going to start your rows here. And again, keeping those shoulders pulled back. Good. Again, you determine your speed. Just think about quality of movement, using that full range of motion. Keeping those shoulders pulled back. Keep going. Two more. And 1. Good. Slowly lower it down. Step back to plank. You keep those weights close. So we're in our plank position. This time we're going to start taking the left arm up to the side for your side plank. Bring it back down. Pivot to the outer edge of your foot where that knees can come down. Come back. Make your option. If you're going to add that weight, just pull it up close to the body. Press it up. Goes down the same way, close to the body. Try it again on the other side. Just continue at your own pace. Is anyone else sweating? I think I've told you guys before, it's warm in the studio when I get here in the morning. And I am dripping. Keep going. Gonna do one more on each side. Be sure you finish off evenly. Good, drop those knees, sit it back, take a child's pose. I need to wipe the sweat off of my face. Good, bring it back forward. This time for our push-ups are gonna be tricep push-ups. So instead of having your hands wide, I'm gonna keep them just like chaturanga. So line up, shoulders over wrist, knees can be up or down. Keep that back nice and straight. Shift forward, bend your elbows, press them straight. Bend those elbows, press them straight. Continue at your own pace. Quality over quantity. So slow and controlled. Back straight. Good. You have 2 more. Last one. Good. Drop those knees, sit it back, child's pose. Let's bring it back forward. You can just get those weights just to the side, out of the way for a moment. You're gonna come down onto your belly. We're gonna come into a locust pose. So inhale, lift up. So you're lifting the chest, lifting the back of the legs, and you're trying to keep those legs as straight as you can. Great strengthener here for your back. Good, just one more breath. And release it down. Let's tuck the toes, so squeeze the belly in, press it up, downward facing dog. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Let me grab a quick drink. So from down dog, I want you to just come forward and have a seat on your mat. And we're gonna go into boat pose. So with or without your weight, I'm actually gonna pick up one weight this time and hold it at my chest. So find those sits bones, find your good posture, lean it back, shoulders back, lift those legs. From here, press those arms up and down, up and down. Keep going. And again, if you start to round, go ahead. You can also just keep the toes on the mat. You could put the weight down. A lot of options here. Keep moving. There's 4. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Sit that down, incline tabletop. Your fingers are gonna face your feet, hands under shoulders. Press it up. Bring it back down. Another set. Again, I'm going to hold my weight. This time we're going to add rotation. So find the balance. Find your posture. Sit it up. Slowly twist. Come back to center. And twist and center. Keep it moving. Good. Last 2. Finish up. Last 1. Place the weight down. 1 more incline tabletop. Press it up. Open everything up. Good. Let's bring it down. We're going to go down to our backs. You're going to need both weights. So we're going to bring it on down. We're going to go into a bridge pose. So keeping the heels down, hip distance apart. Pick up those weights, press them over your chest, lift your hips up. Now as the hips come down, your weights are going to come to a chest press and then press up. So dropping the hips and the arms, pressing it up. Really strengthening the glutes, the hamstrings, the back. 3 more. 2 and 1. Go ahead and let that go. We're going to tuck up into a ball. Your weights can just stay at your sides. I want you to tuck up into a ball, tight ball. Now we're going to take that breath, and as you inhale, I want you to extend your right arm and left leg. Exhale, bring it back together. Lengthen the left and bring it back together. Good. Good. So you got 2 more like this. Now you can continue the alternating, or we're going to try both arms, both legs, same time. So your low back stays connected. Pull it in. Lengthen out. Pull it in. Just do your best. Keep the low back, all pressing down, that belly button pressing down. You're almost there. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And release. Let's take it down, pick up those weights. We're gonna do 1 more set here. So we're gonna start with the palms facing inward this time. Lift the hips up for your bridge pose. Now come onto the balls of your feet, like high heels. Hold there. As the arms come wide and the hips drop halfway, you're gonna come into a fly and press up. Down and press. Good. So you're only coming halfway down. Don't come all the way down to the mat with those hips, with those arms, just a slight bend in the elbow. Again, we don't want to always just focus on the front of the body with all the crunches and all of those things. We got to throw in the back side. Got to keep everything nice and balanced in the body. Let's do 2 more. Great job. Last one. Drop everything down. You can place those weights to your sides. We are done with them. Hug those knees in. Extend the legs straight up. This time you're going to take your hands either just at your sides with the shoulders down on the mat, or some of you might want to tuck them underneath your hips. And again, as you inhale, just press the legs away from you any amount and bring it back up. So you decide how low, squeeze up. Just remember form. You want to keep the back down, not arching up. Good. So just a few more. So if you want to add, see if you can lift your shoulders up off the mat for these last few. 2 and 1. Relax, knees to chest. Let's rock it up and have a seat. I'm going to turn and face you now. Let's stretch our hips. We're going to do sometimes called double pigeon. So we're going to start with our right foot on the bottom, and you don't want it in like crisscross. You want your shin in a straight line in front of you. Flex the feet. Now you're going to stack your shins like logs, placing the ankle and aligning ankles and knees. So as you can see, I'm a little bit up here today. See if I can get that to relax down. So it's fine if you're clear up here like this. We're just going to stretch out these hips. And some of you, I have people who take my class, this is so easy for them. And then they just fall forward and relax. So you can do that as well. I'm feeling it enough right here where I'm at. So I'm just going to take a nice stretch, take some nice deep breaths in, allow those hips to loosen up a little bit. All those lunges and static holds that we did today. Good. Now maybe you find a little bit of space. You can lean it forward as it loosens up. Just never force a stretch. Just want you to feel it. Let's go ahead and come up. We're going to do that on the other side. So we're going to start with the left foot on the bottom. Again, foot flexed. You want a straight line with that shin. Stack ankle and knees. So when you look down, you're actually looking for a triangle. Your shins are the bottom of that triangle. And another option, if it's too intense, extend that bottom leg out. You can also get into that hip that way. So just find your pose. If you got some space, lean it forward, take some nice deep breaths. Those extra long exhales really help you relax when you're holding on to that tension. So just settle in. Good. Let's go ahead and come up. You're going to extend your left foot out, put that right foot onto the inner thigh, sit it up nice and tall, and then exhale over that leg. Lengthen that spine, exhale, bring it down, just a nice stretch for the back and the hamstring. Go ahead and walk that back in, switching sides, left foot to the inner thigh. Sit it up tall, exhale, reach it over. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, sink. So you never want to skip out on your stretch in here at the end. It's the best part. Let's go ahead and release. Go ahead and bend those knees. Help yourself down to your back. Nice and slow. Hugging those knees into the chest. Let's keep that right knee in. Extend that left leg out. Drop it across for your spine twist. Extending the arms out. Bring it back up, switching sides. Bringing that left knee in, give it a nice pull, and then drop it across for your twist. Let's bring it back, hug those knees into the chest. We're just going to spend a moment, just a few minutes or so in that relaxation. So like bringing the legs out, Shavasana. Just close your eyes. With every exhale, you just try to soften and relax the muscles that we worked very hard today. Now I just want you to bend your knees and roll to your right side. And then help yourself up to have a seat on your mat. Let's reach our arms up. Take that right hand to the center of the back. Just stretching out those triceps. Let's reach it up and switch sides. Extend the arms out. I want you to give yourself a big hug. Just wrap it around. You can drop your chin to your chest. Let's take those arms back out wide. Reach them up. Bringing the hands to the heart. And from my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Have a blessed day, and I hope to see you again real soon.